Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and lead instructor for CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the instructions in the video description.
But it's a 5-5 game. Hero has 2,200.
Okay.
There's a button straddle.
Okay.
Guy in the small blind limps. He's got 2,000.
Okay.
I make it 40 with red pocket eights.
In the big blind?
Who has do what?
Are you in the big blind?
I'm under the gun. Yeah, under the gun.
Oh, you're under the gun. Okay, so button straddle, small blind limps, hero to 40 with eights. Okay.
And then the folds around to the button. The straddler calls on the button.
Okay, so button calls, straddle, yep. And small blind calls?
And the small blind calls.
All right, so three ways, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And the flop comes 8 of clubs, 7 of clubs, 6 of diamonds.
Okay, so you flop top set, but the board is obviously very, very connected, right?
Right.
Yep.
So the guy checks.
Uh-huh.
I bet 90. The button calls 90. And the dude who checked made it 250.
And how deep is the small blind? Did you say how deep the small blind was too? A small blind is 2,000, right?
The small blind has over 2,000.
And the button?
And the button has 1,000.
The button has 1,000. Okay, so I've got a couple of comments here. I'm just putting this in here. So you bet 90 on 8-7-6 with top set. Button calls, and small blind check raises to 250. Okay. So so just even before you tell me what happens here, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show, or if you guys are watching on YouTube after the fact. We had, we do this call-in show every Monday, but we had, we cut it up. But there was another caller, and I was talking about how, in a lot of these games at this level of live no limit, if you ever watch the big ante game on Live at the Bike, or the Friday 10-20 game, or the Thursday game, a lot of times in live poker, the idea that you need to be checking a certain board because it doesn't hit your range from up front kind of goes out the window, because people won't attack you with high equity types of draws to attack the fact that they have a range advantage over you. So even if I had aces or kings here, I would bet. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't scare. I would really have to be very concerned about a tough lineup and tough players to check this like 100. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because people just aren't going to take advantage of it. The board's obviously draw heavy. You block top pair. Obviously, I have no problem with this bet whatsoever. I mean, now the guy in the small blind, because he's limped in, I don't know if you know anything about him, but he should be really, really strong by limping in against the button straddle. Like, he shouldn't have 4-5. This is not him completing the action to a raise in the big blind, right? This is a limp call. But he certainly could have 9-10. And, there's 4 combos of 9-10 suited. There are 6 combos of sets. There are flush draws. At this stack depth, I would call. You're going to see a lot of the equity in the hand sort of reveal itself.
He has like major range advantage, I think, on this flop. And
well, not so much though. If he limp called from the small blind and a button straddle, that's what I'm trying to get at. This would be much, much different if he had, say, closed the action with a call in the big blind to like a UTG raise. You know what I'm saying? Like where he could have 4-5 offsuit, he could have 9-10 offsuit. He might have 32 combos of straights closing the action in the big blind. Here, he really should only have like 4, but who knows how wide he's playing. I'm assuming you called?
Yeah, I called.
Okay. Yep.
And then the button jams all in for like 1,000.
So button all in. So he called your initial bet. Small blind check raise 250. You call. Now the button's all in.
Right.
Okay. What did the small blind do?
The small blind just calls.
Well, now you have to go. Now you have to go with it. You just got to go with it because I still feel like you have the small blind beat here quite a bit if he's reasonable. This smells like a little bit of a set over set scenario. If he's playing sort of, but I don't know how wide he is. Obviously, the button could have had 9-10 and just back jam go with it, but you're getting an incredible price here to boat up anyways. But I think that you've got the small blind beaten here a fair amount. Also, the other thing too is that, I've had calls like this before. If the small blind has some sort of major combo draw that he was like check raising on the flop, let's say he's got like ace 9 of clubs, ace 10 of clubs, jack, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's the nut draw, ace 6 of clubs, ace 5 of clubs, there is no reason for him to jam over the top of the buttons jam. If I'm in the small blind spot and we've got this action and I decide to attack you on this board with a hand like ace 9 of clubs, and the button now back jams, right? Bet, call, check raise, call, back jam. Why do I want to jam you off the hand? I want you in the hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I assume that the button is going to have me beat, which he probably does because I block all the draws. So I want your dead money in the hand. So I don't know how competent this guy is, but
yeah, he's pretty competent, pretty tight, can be aggressive.
I would just go with
I didn't know whether to. I don't think I can fold there ever.
Yeah,
folding's bad.
Yeah.
But do you just call there, or you just rip it, right?
Well, there's only there's only 1,000 left after the call, right? And there's gonna be 3,000 in the pot. Yeah, just get it in.
Yeah, I just ripped it in.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to run it twice. Just it's like a $5,000 pot. I was like,
right,
let's run it twice.
Do they let you run it more than once in a multi-way pot?
Yeah, they do at 5-5. At 2-5 they don't. At 5-5 they do. So of course we run it twice. The small blind had 10-9 of spades, and the other guy had 8-7 of spades. And the turn was a 6, so I made nut boat, and then we ended up chopping up. But
chopping what?
Yeah,
up?
I thought it was a jam.
Oh, you ran it twice?
Yeah, we ran it twice.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wow, that's really interesting that the button chose to flat back jam top 2.
Yeah, it really is.
That is very, very interesting. Usually you would see like a raise. Oh, that's yeah. No, I don't think there's anything to be done, but
yeah, I was thinking, well, if I just call and then I turn nut boat, like he just jams and I snap him off, but that's being results oriented.
Yeah, but what if he's got like a set though, like of 7s or 6s, and the turn comes the 9 of clubs, and he doesn't put any more money in it? You know what I mean? It's just I would just put it in. It's just I would just put it in. Nothing to be done. But thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.